Welcome to the Sacred Emergence Podcast. I'm your host, Michelle Wong, and I'm so thrilled that you're here. This is a place where you'll be guided to living your most aligned life so that your truest, most radiant self can emerge. We'll be jamming on topics ranging from spirituality, entrepreneurship, to wellness and lifestyle design, and everything in between that can support you to grow, evolve, and shine, all the while not taking ourselves too seriously. So if you're ready to step into your leadership, break through limiting beliefs, own all of who you are, and expand in abundance, grab yourself your faith cup of tea and let's dive in. Hey, welcome back to a midweek episode of Sacred Emergence. It's Michelle Wong. So hi, surprise. It is a little bonus episode, and this one is more of a chill one. If you haven't been connecting with me on social media, or if you're not following me in my newsletter, I have a launch of a very exciting offering that was announced earlier this week, and I thought I would share it to you all in case you are wanting to be part of more of my inside circle, my inside community, and give you a little bit more details about it. And towards the end, I will give a little bit of an update on what's happening in my life right now. I haven't done an official Big Dreams in HD, hashtag Big Dreams in HD, but one is coming, and but I'll give you a little sneak peek towards the end. So around 2 weeks ago, or maybe 2 weeks ago, it was full moon in Virgo, and I woke up at 3 a.m. in the morning and had a hard time falling back asleep. And in that process, what came through was me wanting to really create a container that allowed women to be and to show up. And I was like, I wish there was a container where I could just be me 100%, where I get to share the downloads and the wisdom that come through me as they come, because I'm all about being in the field. Like, I am not someone who is just sitting by the sidelines. Like, I'm a mentor who really is like, I'm in the game with my people. Like, I am in it. I'm doing the work. I am learning. I'm growing. I am up leveling. And it is not always easy. It's not always fun, but I am for it. I'm here for it, right? And, my whole thing is, if we're not growing, what are we doing, right? My whole foundation and my vision, my message is all around growth and evolution. And we need courage for this to happen. And we need to really be in the leadership of our own lives. We need to be in the driver's seat. And so with all of that, I was really like, I'm feeling like an actual, a new container coming together where it's a little bit more flowy, where I get to be my manifestor self in human design. So I give myself permission to be that in a way where it's like, the expectations are that there's fluidity in a container that I am putting together, where we can continue to evolve and to be our best selves. And so what came through was, okay, I want to create, I guess it would be a membership group, but I wanted something a little bit more different. I wanted it to be not just, with a lot of membership groups, it's like, oh yeah, I'm part of this monthly thing. But there seems to sometimes be less of a accountability, so to speak, right? Because, with memberships, it's that you can pop in and out. There's not a lot of accountability. So I wanted to have that flowy structure of a membership where nobody's locked in. Nobody's locked in like a 6-month or a 1-year program and charging thousands of dollars for it. I wanted it to be more free flow structure, because if I'm going to show up in a free flowing way, then other people get to as well. But have a container where there's support, there's community, there's connection. And so after a little bit of back and forth and brainstorming, heartstorming, something came through. And I'm so excited to introduce to you my latest offering called The Unfolding. And The Unfolding is actually a group mentoring membership container. So that's a lot of words. So it's a group mentoring container. meaning that it's not just me, once a month or maybe like a few times during the week or once a week. It really depends on how I'm feeling during that month of, sharing content and teaching. It's not just going to be that. We are going to have an actual group Voxer access and group Voxer. So basically, Voxer is a phone app. It's free, and it works like a walkie-talkie. So it's really like it's all about the audio and being able to talk and having people respond. You can do it in real time. It's recorded. It's a really fun app. So having group Voxer access where there is a community, a support where women get to show up and, if they need guidance on something, or maybe they're working on a business idea and they want to, riff it out and get some feedback on it, or share some like, hey, I created some graphics for my latest brand. Like, what do you guys think? Just have a very safe space. And not only that, like bring in like questions on whatever's happening in their lives, like relationship questions or, questions around human design. And like, I'm integrating this. I'm having like, is this right? Is that right? Like there's just having more of a container to be supported, to have somebody walk alongside with you. And so that's the special part about the unfolding. It's not just like a free Facebook group, not free Facebook, it's a paid container, but it's not just like a Facebook group. There's definitely going to be a members only private Facebook group. And what makes it special is the group Voxer. And so I'm super, super excited about it. This launches officially, not launches, we're already in launch. Doors open officially Monday, March 22nd. And so this is an ongoing thing. I'm not closing the doors to it, but the enrollment right now, if you are, curious and you want to jump in or learn a little bit more, the enrollment right now is for foundation members. It is early bird pricing. And so reach out to me if you want to learn more, and then prices do go up starting Monday, March 22nd. And then from there on, prices will increase or change, depending on what's happening. But one of the things is the group Voxer over time is going to be a VIP access, or there's going to be an additional payment to get access to the group Voxer, just because after a certain amount of people, it can be a lot of energy to hold a group membership like that. So there's going to be a cap. But right now, since I am filling up the membership, if you come in at the early bird pricing, then you are getting access to the group Voxer as well. And so it is a monthly non-commitment container. So you're charged monthly, but you can also cancel anytime. So I'm super excited about that. And then for the next 5 people, so this is, time sensitive. So obviously if you're listening to this a year from now, then this is less relevant. But for this week, the next 5 people who sign up are going to receive a 10-minute video riff of their human design chart. And so for those who have already had a reading with me, we can go even deeper. You can ask certain questions and I can do a riff on it. Or if you have another chart you want me to do a 10-minute riff on, I'm happy to do that. It could be a child, it could be your partner. I find like really laser focus, like 10 minutes of content, it's going to be a lot of like juice. And so there's so many things we can go deep on that doesn't get a chance to get 100% covered during a 75-minute HD Express reading. And so we can definitely go down a little bit deeper and cover areas that you may have questions on, or if you need clarity on. The 10-minute video riff would be such a great place for that. And so I'm really excited for this. And for members who are already in, they already received that. So I am just so excited for the unfolding. This is going to be something that gets to evolve as I evolve. And I was very intentional when I put this program together that it has to be fluid for me. And I cannot box myself in. And these are just my own learning. It's like, I sometimes structure things so to the T that I feel like, I can't change it because I've already promised this. This is what people have signed up for. And if I change it, then it feels weird. So with the unfolding container, I'm part of the unfolding. So right now, what you can expect for the first 2 months is more human design content. I'm going to be focusing more on setting the foundation of your human design, of the aspects of a person's foundational information, like the basis you need to know for human design. But I'm going to cater it to the people who are in the group, who are actually in the container. Otherwise, I could be doing different. There's so many avenues, right? So if there's no, let's just say, if there's no projector in the group, for example, then I'm going to focus less on the projector energy. So it'll be very customized and very tailored. And then for new projectors coming in, then I will create more content for the projectors. I really want to do that versus, we can go down the rabbit hole of all the different variations of human design. And so I really want to make it tangible for people. And then if people are wanting me to, can you elaborate more on this energy type because my daughter is this, then I'd be more than happy to. And so this is incredibly customizable. The first 2 months is all going to be around embodying your design, deconditioning. We're going to be actually doing exercises and practices to really help support that. So it's not just sitting and receiving information. It's really a participation. There is more interaction. And it's just going to be a very, very fun, intimate group. And I'm just so excited. So if you're wanting to learn more about it, please send me an email, or you can DM me over social media. You can Facebook message me. My Facebook message, well, you can Facebook Messenger me. It's Michelle Wong Catalyst through Facebook, or Instagram might be easier. It's michellewong.xo. And then I'll also include this in the show notes. And if you are like, ooh, I want to be in, you can, I'll put a link to sign up below in the show notes, and you can just click on the link, and it's a PayPal subscription. And what else did I want to say about this? So yeah, the next 2 months is more human design focus. So the first month, we're going to be really sinking our teeth into our strategy and our authority. I feel like sometimes it gets a little bit vague on the online world. And so we're going to actually put this into practice and have more guidance and ask questions, and as well as deconditioning deconditioning, working on that, and really like changing the mindset and really stepping into the embodiment piece. And then month 2 is going to be on our profile. The profile is so powerful. There's so much magic in the profile. And both month 1 and month 2 together, we're going to focus on incorporating the human design into your life and business, because when we can do that, it becomes even more powerful, especially using human design in your business. It just allows for more flow and more ease. So I'm super pumped. We officially start on Monday. And if this is something that's calling to you, I would love to have you in the group. It is women only. So those identify as women, don't hesitate to reach out, and so much more to come. Okay, and then I did promise a little bit of a sneak peek for some of my updates. So I will share that yesterday, or actually this morning, 5 a.m., body woke up. There's a lot of me getting up early. It's like my body is like, hey, Michelle, I want to talk to you, wake up. And I'm just like, what's happening? This morning, 5 a.m. And I couldn't go back to bed. Usually I can, but I was like, I've kind of just laid in bed long enough that now it's almost 6, and then 6 goes into 7, so I may as well just be up. And my mind started thinking about traveling. And for those of you who have been following my Big Dreams in HD, hashtag Big Dreams in HD, you'll know that I applied for my visa for Bali, and they are actually not processing visas right now. So the information that I received from the company I applied through was incorrect. If you already have a visa, you can get into the country, but if you don't have one, you have to wait until the doors open. So that was the part that was not fully clear. So I've applied, I've paid, and right now I am sitting in the queue to have Indonesia process my information. So I don't know when this is going to happen. It could be another month, it could be a few weeks, it could be another 6 months, I don't know. I'm ready to travel. And so I rehired Vivi, my friend Vivi, who I've talked about in past episodes. She is the Adventure Fairy, and I joined one of her membership subscription services where I can tap into her wisdom. And she suggested that while I'm waiting for my visa, that I travel somewhere else where it's less strict in terms of needing to quarantine and to have to apply for another visa, maybe I can consider a different country that has its doors open to US citizens or Canadian citizens, and to spend some time before, and then when Indonesia opens its doors, I can fly there. I'm like, oh, that's actually a pretty good idea. So credit goes to Vivi. And so I gave my lease notice. I told my landlady, and next month I am going to be flying south of the border. More to come, but literally this morning at, we'll say 6 a.m. by the time I woke up, I had like a huge page of a to-do list of things I need to get done before I leave. And that includes packing up, putting things into storage, like actually get my butt moving. And then another page of things I need to purchase. And that was enough to light some fire under my booty. And so that is the update for now. More to come. I will be doing a Facebook Live, #BigDreamsInHD, with more details, but I thought I'd give you a little sneak peek. That was more of a sneak peek than I intended to give, but there you go. So look out for that. I was like, pay attention to that, doesn't make sense. So look out for that if you want to follow me in my travel vibes. And if you're interested in the unfolding, reach out to me, sign up in the show notes, link in show notes if you know you're in, or if you have questions, don't hesitate to reach out. So I hope you're having a beautiful, beautiful week. And if you're time traveling back listening to this, and you're still interested in the unfolding, just send me a DM and I'll see, how things are at, the pricing and all that. But the link to the payment will be updated as we go along, so that link should still work. And this, with the unfolding, it's part of my evolution. So this is like an evergreen, forever offering, quote unquote forever. It might evolve over time, but this is what it looks like right now. When I was tapping into what it really wanted to be, one of the taglines that I had was embody your design, but really at the core of it, it's embody your essence. And essence design, it's your truth, your soul, your magicness, your creative being, all of the pieces that really allow us to really tap into our inner wisdom, our femininity. There's so much there that I have for the people who are in the community that I cannot wait. So if that calls to you, I would love to have you. Otherwise, I will see you either on social media or connect with you through this podcast. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to the Sacred Emergence podcast. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss an episode, and thank you in advance for sharing this with others who can benefit. Until next time.